Well, hello there, hi there, welcome to Just Bird. Today is, as you can tell by the title, it's Louis Tomlinson's 6 Months Ahead in Love. Take it all with a grain of salt, this is for entertainment purposes only, but you know, it is what it is. So let's play with the cards and let's have a little bit of fun with Louis. He's still with Miss Thing. As of right now, it's not the new year yet. It is, the 29th of December. So, January, February, March, April, May, and June for Louis Tomlinson. So let's just see. I do have, more cards on the table in case I need to clarify. But let's just see right off the bat. We have unrequited, one-sided love, unwanted attention, and rejection. So one of the two of them is feeling that way. It's probably not Louis. He's probably the rejecter at this point. I don't know, though, that's speculation. We've got the Bachelor and the Three of Flutes. He just wants to be friends. This is Divine Masculine, and this is the Three of Flutes. But in this deck, he's the Bachelor. So he's taking control, and he wants to be friends. Once again, he wants to be a bachelor. He wants to go find his divine feminine. He would like to be friends. That's it. What do we have here? We have, you are rare and free. I suspect these two are not going to make it. Rare and free. He wants to be free to go find his divine feminine. The back of this card says sometimes people struggle to understand you, and when they do, they may well try to fit you into one box or another that they are already familiar with. When you're not clearly one thing or the other, when you are a trailblazer, a rebel, and a free spirit, you're likely to be met with disapproval. You cannot be classified. You are like a wildflower. So embrace your own rare qualities. Be brave by being your own wildflowery self. Okay, I hate the wording in this. It's just dumb to me. And remember, it's never too late to be a wildflower. Okay, well, it's not too late to get out of this stinking relationship, and he wants to be wild and free, and she's trying to fit him into the box of boyfriend, husband, Mr. Committed. Nah. He don't want that. Now from the graffiti, to say when, Friday. So they're going to break up on a Friday, probably after they have some sex. We have passion, pleasure, affection, and appreciation. Yeah, he wants to go explore other territory. Ooh, stains. Wash your drawers. Crying out loud. Take several seats. Getting on your nerves. Annoying as F. I'm telling you. Stains. No matter how much you clean or scrub, the stain remains. You can't fix what refuses to change. You can't change him. He's wild. He's free. He doesn't want to be locked down. What does Cupid say? Darling, this feels so right. Don't give up on us. Well, I think it feels right to Louis to break free. He don't want this, but I feel that, Miss Thing, McDermott, she don't give up on us. Or this could be an energy of someone from the past. This could be someone that he's having a dalliance with on that maybe on a Friday night he goes out and, creates a stain on somebody else's drawers or in their drawers, whatever. Let's just clarify. Give me a message. for Louis. This may connect with January, or it may not. But you know what? It's the holiday season. There's parties. Everybody's dressed to the nines. Everyone looks good, smells good, out and about. He just wants to rip and roar. So let's see. Just give me a message for Louis Tomlinson. Third party, someone else, another involved, deep hurt, heartbroken. Don't be sad, Miss Thing. It's okay. But it looks like he's probably going to cheat. All right. That's January. Moving right along to February, please do consider to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Join the membership. This isn't going to come out for non-members until March. So let's see. Feeling small. Insecurity, jealousy, and criticism. Well, maybe because you had that third-party situation in January, it could bring up some insecurities, but there's jealousy in the relationship. So maybe they don't break up here, but he definitely wants to and probably is going to go dip and dab and stick and stab into somebody else. What we have, okay, 8 of mirrors in your head. That's the 8 of swords energy and 4 flutes. Yeah, he doesn't want to be bothered. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm not accepted. I don't want whatever it is that you have to offer. Just leave me alone. Feeling a bit apathetic and in their head. All right. What is Alice takes charge and the lead the way. So taking charge, leading the way. What does it say? Okay, so she takes the charge and leads everyone out of the pool of tears. Feeling bad because he broke her heart over here. And, I mean, this could be the other way around, but I'm just calling it that he's the cheater and not she, because I can't see that he's going to be pining and crying and, please don't leave me. I feel that's more like feminine energy, and Louis doesn't strike me as that type. But it is up to you to lead others and yourself to safer ground. Show everyone how it's done. Yeah, leave. That's what this leave and leave me alone. All right. Help those who are like you once were, overwhelmed by their feelings. That's this here. All you need to do is show them the way. Right out the door. Right out the door. Is that mean? On a Tuesday. Adventures, courageous, productive, start new projects. Start new projects, start new relationships, or maybe the focus will be on work. Graffiti that has conceding, acknowledging or accepting something reluctantly. Yeah, like she don't want you to go. She's over here saying, don't forget about us. But this feels so good to me. It feels so right. Don't give up on us, right? Willing to let go. Oh no, sorry. Let me change my glasses. I can't see. Oh, this hair. Sorry. Okay, much better. Acknowledging or accepting something reluctantly, willing to let go of one's stance or accept situation that cannot be changed. So it looks like Ms. McDermott is going to accept, right? Because we have catching feelings. He may be catching feelings for whoever this third party is over here. As you see, this is feminine energy. This is masculine. And it says romance is blossoming in unexpected places, feelings sneaking up on you accidentally. Or it could be that he's still in his head over her. We'll find out. Well, or maybe we won't. We'll just speculate. Rise and rise again. Oh no, Louis doing it with somebody else. Not if I can help. Well, she's still going to try to inch her way and be in in his life. Like, she doesn't want to let go, even though she's trying to concede and accept, but not if she can help it. That rise and rise again. You got to get up when you fall down, darling. Both of y'all. But I feel like the rise and rise again is Louis. He's doing it to that other person. So let's see. Give me a message for Louis for February. It's funny, right? Like, with the hearts here, it's Valentine's Day. I feel like they're gonna stay in it just for the sake of the show type of thing. Blah blah blah. But he has feelings for somebody else, or is catching feelings for somebody else, and I'm gonna call that by like around the Valentine's Day. He's gonna be feeling it, like children, innocent. Well, someone could be immature. Oh, I hope she's not playing the card of like, oh, I'm pregnant, you know. But this could just be in immaturity, you know, in immaturity, a reluctancy to grow up. And fertility, oh God, no, babies. Be careful, you out there sticking and stabbing it. Wrap that shit up. It's babies. Babies around you and children around you. Now that doesn't mean that they're having babies. It could mean that. It could mean that's coming in for someone, but it could also mean that, again, that there's just time going to be spent with children during February, or the discussion is about children. Maybe that's what's been being discussed between the two of them. We have the letter C and the number 7. We have up here. We have the letter E and the number 3. Okay, I'm just going to see what the letters are. Write them down, though, in the comments. Just write them down in the comment section so that we can come back later, like down the line, and, and see if any of these letters make sense as far as initials for somebody that he may be hooking up with, or her, whatever it may be. We'll see. All right, so it's not looking good. Let's hope. Not if I can help. No pregnancies here. Oh. It's either somebody is really immature, or there could be a pregnancy. I don't suspect a pregnancy as much as I suspect someone to be like, let's wait until we find out if I'm pregnant or not. Second thoughts. Doubt, weighing options, and anxiety. Maybe there is a pregnancy scare. There might be a pregnancy scare, because second thoughts by March. My goodness. 6 of Mirrors, silver lining, with the cocktail party. Okay, but this is tears are being shed and somebody's moving on. This is a card of transition and moving forward, but having second thoughts about it. And we have the cocktail party. This is like the star card. This is number 17. So celebrations and not losing hope, but still doubting whether or not they should move on, and not losing hope either way. Oh my goodness. Nonsense. I think she's gonna play the card of like, oh, you can't move on yet because we might be pregnant. Nonsense. You may surprise yourself with your courage when someone is aggressive and threatening, you will stand up to them and speak to them in a very firm and strong manner, declaring their abuse of power. When you express your inner courage, you can change the world with the simple refusal to tolerate bad behavior one moment longer. Others will be grateful, and in time, they will be inspired by your example to stand up for themselves. Hit the like button folks. Hit the like. Hit the like. All right? It took over 15 minutes just to lay this shit out. Then I got to put it all away. Make it worth my while. Hit the like button. When the 26th, harmony, peace, tough and chaotic, motivation, take life more seriously, stop undervaluing self. We'll see. March 26th. We'll see. What do these cards have? We have a power couple and radiating confidence. Influential and dynamic pair. Ambitious partnership. The yin to your yang. Significant impact. Maybe he's not losing hope on the dalliance, the one that he's catching feelings for. Or he's having second thoughts by March for Miss Thing, McDermott. What is her first name? I can never remember it. All I can think in my head is Kate, and it's not Kate. Radiating confidence. Your inner light attracts success and admiration, positively affecting those around them, inspires others. Okay, well, we'll see how that pans out. We'll see how it pans out. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. Take a moment to breathe. All right. Either they're pregnant and they're having a change of heart, or there's somebody else that's coming in that you came to the queen. A lot of passion and fire there, and we have radiating confidence. Well, and not losing hope, but still like transitioning and moving on and weighing options, anxiety. I'm telling you, I think he's catching feelings over here in February for the third party situation over here. I think there's somebody else coming in for him. We may find out that him and Miss Thing broke up like before Christmas. Are they prancing around online? I don't really look, so I don't know. I'll have to check. It would probably come up though in my timeline, like Louis, like in the shorts area. I try to like all of his, like anything related to him in the shorts so that I can, my algorithm will feed it to me. So let's see. Give me a message for Louis. Louis. Lost without. Reminiscent. Memory loss. Letter G. GEC. And K. Maybe there's a Catherine or something. Just because, like, K, C, I'm just saying. G, and I want to put these on top, but just the letters. It's time to go. The path is over. I'm telling you. Is he going back to someone from his past? Or just thinking about someone from his past? And if he has someone from his past, do any of these initials, K, G, C, and E, match up with her? He's walking away. But I think there's a pregnancy scare or something like that. Maybe they're going to take care of it, you know what I'm saying? Plan B, whatever. Let's see what this sucks. What does April bring? Look, they're worlds apart. Oh, a reconciliation, reunion, resolution, and forgiveness. So even if they don't get back together, they'll reconcile the differences between them. This will be the closure or the come back around. All right. Look, he's moving on. He's at the top of the masculine energy is at the top of the mountain where he's already walking away on a new path and getting through the struggle. But she's down here probably begging, like, come back to me. Come back to me. I think they're already broken up and we just don't know. This must be the place. All right. So forgiveness and resolution to whatever the problem is. They will have that sense of closure or a getting back together. Let's see. Knight of Roses, the front runner. So there's the offer, probably, we'll see, what is it connected to? Ace of Roses, first impression rose. He's with somebody new. Or this is like an offer to reconcile their differences. But this is a new love, an offer to someone new. But then, people, since there's reconciliation and forgiveness, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, it could go either way. But he's fallen for somebody else. Unless this is like, I'm offering you my heart, and so forth. What does this say? Mortality. This thing is dead. Okay. This lifetime is just one brief, bright jewel, a precious gift. Are you telling me, is he going to ask her to marry him? If there's a baby, he might. Who knows? Remind yourself of the beauty and the fragility of this existence. Take this life and make it beautiful, meaningful, and full of adventure. Too many live as if life is a burden, bitter at the difficulties and challenges of being mortal. Not you, never you. Yeah, never, never, Louis. But maybe it's like, you know what? I'm trying to fuck this thing up right at the first of the year, by being with someone else, start catching feelings for somebody else, start letting go of her. There may be a child involved, or I don't know where, birth related child energy. I'm just saying, when you get them both to combined, I'm going to call it babies, So there could be a pregnancy scare or a whole on pregnancy. Still walking away because I catching feelings for somebody else. She's left heartbroken. Right now, I feel like she's not feeling so great, at least by the beginning of the year. And then we have offering forgiveness or a reunion. So are we faced with our mortality? Like, I don't want to live my life alone. So, maybe I'm going to offer you this, and it could be like, please forgive me. Okay, time period is September. Diligent, consistent, perfectionist, attention to detail, and organized. Well, when is the baby energy? February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. However, October, November, pregnancy scare, but she may be pregnant right here. Do you know what I'm saying? Where I'm just saying, we'll see. I'm just seeing what September will bring. Attention to detail, organized, diligent, consistent, and perfectionist. So maybe by September we'll know more. Let's see. The distant star, far off or dream that feels more reachable with time. September. Out of reach, but continue to inspire you. Someone's making power moves too. Somebody's playing chess, not checkers. Strategic actions, asserting control, manipulation, upper hand, and withholding information. Well, that's not good. But it will be revealed, whatever it is, he'll know by September. And what did Cupid say? The one that got away. Once bitten, twice shy. They aren't staying together. But maybe they will resolve, the issue. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think that this is them getting back together. I think that he fell for somebody else, but it could actually be that he's like feeling that way. Like I don't clock it. No, there's no. I'm sorry, I got to fight with my cat. I'm gonna win, even though you could really mess me up. No. Go. Yeah, you go the other way. The other way. Go. Get down. Thank you. All right. So I think maybe they could get back together, but once bitten, twice shy. Would she accept the offer, the apology? I don't know. If she's pregnant, maybe. Let's see. Let's get Louis a message for April. Louis Tomlinson. What's his message for April 2026? Did I say don't forget to hit the like? How many times do I have to say it? I'm gonna say it every month. Every month. Hit the like, hit the like. Let's see. Share it with your friends. Go post it on your socials. Value yourself enough. Okay. With the letter L. Transforming and changes. I don't think that, whatever it is, I don't think they're getting back together. We can resolve our issues, maybe feeling like this is the one that got away, but maybe she's going to be like, dude, you cheat. You cheated on me. I don't care if I'm having your baby. I don't care. I'll take your money and you can keep it moving. Because once bitten, twice shy. She may be the one that got away. He may be facing some real things, like feeling that way, like I don't want to miss out on something good, or if she does end up having a baby or something, he don't want to be, you know what I mean, missing out on that. However, I don't think that she will accept his offer. And we have the letter L here. So LEG, we got leg. So somebody may have some nice legs. We've got keg. He may have been drunk looking at them legs, but we have L. We have LECGK so far. Put them in the comments, all the letters, put them in the comments for me, just so that when we go back in time, when something pops off, when we come back to this reading, and they're just there, and we're not like having to wait until the end. Oh, what am I doing? That is his message. All right, let's just move on. What is May bringing to Louis Tomlinson? Family, roots, family dynamic, and tradition. That could be a birthday party. That could be getting together. Or it could be babies. I'm just saying. It could be a number of things, but let's just see what we have. The lovers. So there is a choice that needs to be made of the heart, but we have the Five of Rings. Somebody feels insecure and like they're not enough. They're not enough. So maybe they're insecure about making a choice, and maybe coming, whatever this choice is, it brings insecurity, and they're coming from a place of lack. All right, so what else? No need to fear. Even though you're insecure, no need to fear. So whatever it is, it's a head over heart decision. Let's see. When we are in unfamiliar circumstances, we can feel confronted and uncertain and insecure, right? Despite the strangeness, remember your substance, your power, and your right to be assertive and take up space. You have the power within you. You must confront what you have been hiding from. For you are more immense and more influential than you currently believe. That's that insecurity. So it may be whatever this choice is, and it's surrounding family and tradition, being a husband, asking someone to marry them, move in together. Let's, no need to fear, because by this point, she probably will say yes. And you'll chalk it up to pregnancy hormones. When the time period is 15, maybe the 15th, maybe 15 days, who knows? Let's take this with a grain of salt, but there is a message. Leading position, individual creativity, inner wisdom and harmony, vitality, kind nature, and hard to upset. All right, so you know what? They may if there's a baby involved, that is what this is about. Is if this didn't show up, he'd be just on his way, like, sorry that you got hurt. My thing goes where it wants when it likes some legs. I like to get drunk. Things happen on Friday nights. Uh-oh. Burnt bridges and a public meltdown. Well, maybe it won't go as planned. Ends a situation that makes it impossible to go back. Point of no return. Unforgivable acts. But it seems like it's her that's going to do this public meltdown, because Louis ain't going to have no public meltdown or burn any bridges in public. But Miss Thing is an influencer and may use this situation to her advantage. We'll find out. Emotional breakdown in a public setting, losing control, unfiltered display that catches attention. What does Cupid have to say? This doesn't feel right. How could you be so attractive? Even though she's having a public meltdown, he's still got fire inside his pants. I'm just saying, it's just the way it is. Give me. Even though she does this, he still might, like, who knows? We'll find out. We'll find out. Because if it's public, we know that it's going to be public. So let's see. Independent, be yourself. Independent is alone, but here. Yeah, that's too many. Well, we'll just take them. We got you. I was just looking for the F. Let's see. Beautiful brain and home change, move or relocation. Somebody may be going home because we have the family there, and being independent, being yourself, breaking free, chasing the cat, multi-skilled. Yeah, and multi-skilled, beautiful brain, but still going home. So no matter how intelligent someone is, this could even indicate like free thinking and wanting to go home. Like, you know what, if this, I want to go where I'm rooted at. And we know, like, I don't think it's Louis that would be like leaving. All right. After this next pile, I have to wrap this up, but I do have the T oracle. What's the T? I'm going to do that and another layout for Louis quickly, but I have to run an errand after this pile, so I'm going to cut it short. I'll be back though. I'm going to come back and add it onto this video. Just know that there's going to be a cut, and somebody always has something to say, as if I'm fixing cards. Now, I just don't feel like, did you really want to sit for 15 minutes while I shuffle and set it up? It's plopped up on top of, I'll fast forward it, I'll plop it on top so that, but it's there so that nobody can sit there and accuse me of, you didn't shuffle and you fixed those cards. If that's you, kindly fuck all the way off and get off my channel. Here's phone call. Communication, conversations, and speaking up by June. I'm more focused on the masks. Are we going to have another pandemic type of thing? Okay. Communication, conversation, speaking up. I'm not saying that because you know what? I've been having really wild dreams lately, very vivid dreams. And yesterday, not last night, but the night before, I'm just going to express my dream. I had a dream. First, I fell asleep, immediately had a dream that someone was climbed on top of me. Now, in my dream, I was sleeping, and somebody was on top of me. It was a man, but I can't see any features. All I could see is a shadow. But they wrapped their hands around my neck and began to squeeze. Immediately, I woke up. Later on, I woke up by like 3 a.m., 2:30, I think it was 2:30 in the morning. I woke up. Something flew through my window from the sky, right? And it was red, okay? And it burnt through either like the curtains or something. I could smell a burnt smell. And then all I hear is there's a lot of commotion and there's helicopter right outside this window that's across from me now. And it's just all the way down. There's so much noise, right? And for some reason in this dream, all three of my children were here, but they were little. And my middle son came run out. He's like, Mommy, what's going on? I was like, honey, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. It's so loud though. And I usher him back into his room with his brothers. And in the dream, I can't see my other two children, but I know that they're in there. So I tell him to go to the room. I don't know what's happening. There's policemen at the door with rifles and just like all of this commotion. I wake up. I have no idea what that dream was about until in New Jersey, which is a hop and a skip and a jump away from me, like not far. And it's a place that I frequent as well. However, in Jersey, there was a helicopter crash and one man died. I feel like whatever that, if I let the dream play out, I probably could have like figured out that there was going to be something, because that was my immediate notion of that dream, was that that something is going to happen in the skies. And what had happened was yesterday. So the night that I woke up, that day that I woke up from the dream, that day there was two helicopter pilots they met at a helicopter place at an airspace, and had at the airport went and had breakfast at a cafe, and then they were friends, and they left the cafe, got up in the air and collided. If I'm having a dream about things, it's usually there's some kind of significance coming up. It's not about the crash or even the passing of the person. There's something about something coming, either new laws, and with all of the police in my dream, I don't know if there's going to be some kind of something going on where martial law will be instituted. Either it could be in New Jersey, it could be here, it could be everywhere. I'm not sure. But there's something significant when I remember these dreams. And in the reason for the first dream where somebody was squeezing my neck, I believe that dream was like an indication that somebody's going to perish. Anyhow, I I even thought about like writing it down, making a video about it, but I like, why do I want to do a dream analysis? Because then it's like that takes over your life. So let me just move on to Louis. I'll probably cut this out of the video anyway, if I remember. I just thought I would get that off my heart. And if you guys have any significant dreams or whatever, please like feel free to tell me about them because I love shit like that. Because I think we're all connected in that way. All right. June, Mr. Telephone Man, communication, conversation, and speaking up. Maybe about this, maybe needing to make a phone call because somebody's at home and not in the same location. So I suspect that they're breaking up here and going through it throughout all of these, and this will be the final, like, listen, I gotta get out of here. Okay. 7 of Rings. For the right reasons. Look at father hugging a child. This is hesitancy and like a waiting period of where do I want to invest my time. Blindsided. 9 of Mirrors. Anxiety, sleepless nights, stress, but blindsided maybe by this telephone call, maybe by the phone call or the communication, whatever. Maybe just needing some breathing room to deal with the stress and whether or not, like, do I really want to? Where do I want to invest my time? But look, she's been crying. Choices. That Lover's card. It seems that each choice you have presents a potential problem. I wonder why the 9 of Swords is there. There is not one clear best choice. Each door is locked, too small, impossible to open, or even fit through. Yeah, because somebody does something that they can't come back from in public. All right, so you are seeking the key to unlock the opportunities that are all about you. You'll work to find it because the delights that lie on the other side of are worth the challenge. Well, that's just letting me know that there's challenges and being blindsided by something. Maybe, maybe just by the whole situation. And if there's, a baby on the way, say when. On a Sunday. Okay. No clear indication of when except September. Something for September. All right. Powerful, relax, recuperate, spend time with loved ones. Yeah. Well, let's just see. A heartfelt confession and turning things around. Okay, 180-degree turn, fixing things, making it right, returning home, maybe going to wherever home is, wherever this person went, and moving on in a positive direction. Heartfelt confession, maybe that's what's creating the anxiety and just making the choice to do so, but the hesitancy and the waiting on the right moment. A sincere revelation of one's true feelings, deep vulnerability, genuine emotion, and self-reflection. Well, did it keep happening? Like, is he still tapping whoever the third party is up here, or is it somebody else? Like, let's see. Why not give me a chance? I think about us a lot. Oh, that's why they're calling. Why not? So after it starts off in January with it, which feels like a breakup, or at least a dalliance and everything. And then by June, it's like, why not give me a chance? I can actually now communicate my true, real feelings, because I felt like Louis has not given his whole heart to this McDermott girl at all. All right, let's see what his message is. Don't forget to like the video and tell me about your dreams. Don't forget to leave the Luck, 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 and Getout, get out. So luck is on the side, but as far as initials, let's see. Lucy, Luce, loose. Let's see. Louis Tomlinson's message for June. Wise choices. Keep your eyes open. Family oriented. All right, so we have family, wise choices, and we have a man hugging his child, a father and daughter here. All right, so I'm gonna leave this here, and I'll be back with the what's the tea, and well, let me just go get it. What time is it? It's all right. I got 10 minutes before I have to leave. I meant to grab this before I sat down here, but of course I didn't. I'll just leave this mess on the table to clean up later. All right. Tell me, do we have it? There's no letters here. Tell me the tea about Louis Tomlinson and his love life, January through June 2026. Cyberbully. You're being bullied online. They has suffered from it, etc. What? That don't even make sense. Okay, someone's suffering from whatever maybe his the crowd, the cult of Louis Tomlinson is going to go after this girl online. Who knows? Maybe because she says something publicly or insinuates something, whatever, that crash and burn type energy, ego, hurt ego getting in the way of relationship. Well, yeah, that's up here, and just walking away and thinking it'll go away, and not really becoming vulnerable until June. Let's see. All right, we'll take kissing ass. There's the flowers. Okay. But that could go either way. However, I feel like, I effed up, so let's see. Caught a case. Uh-oh. A rash, and STI, and STD, whatever. Or it could just be I caught a case of, feelings for someone. Girl fight, arguments, physical fights, at war and competing. Of course, she will feel like she's competing with everyone, even if he cheats and she goes back, she'll always be in competition with other women or feel that way. obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, and karmic. And that could be her, it could be him, it could be the one that's, you know, up here. Do you think that maybe he has a dalliance and maybe somebody else is having his baby? Do you know what I mean? Let's see. Drama starter. Well, that was that other thing. Give me two more. That's that public outburst. Unfazed, pretending like nothing's wrong, or he's unfazed by the, you know, whatever, and running. Well, yeah. Okay. That's what I have for Louis Tomlinson's now next 6 months. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments below. Welcome back. Or welcome. Welcome to Just Bird. Today's reading is Harry Styles, 6 months ahead, love-based reading. Love, 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 love. Now, right now, it is December 29th, and he is currently seeing Ms. Kravitz, Zoe. So let's see what's coming up for Harry for the next 6 months, January through June. From What's the Tea? Take it or leave it. Everything that's said here is my opinion based off picture cards. So let's just see what the cards are saying. This is my opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. All right. Screenshot. Getting evidence, proof, or facts. Or possibly meeting someone online. All right. We have karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension. Secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset, etc. That could be him, that could be her, that could be someone else in the mix. Who knows? Someone's getting their feelings hurt, though. Shine. Your light irritates them. Your light irritates their demons. Well, that's why they're crying and they're karmic. And it could just be for entertainment purposes only with that screenshot. Could just be for screen time. I have a question. Does Harry have a North American tour coming up in 2026? Or no? I don't know. Let's see. Inside scoop. A closer look. Nosy. Up in your business. Like I said, it could be for entertainment purposes only. Just one of those PR relationships. Fake smiles. Yep, fake. Fake relationship. Fake, fake, fake. All for the screen time. All for whatever. But it did seem like they were actually genuine, to be honest. But I don't know if he's still with her or not at this point, or if this is the next one coming in. Well, I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Take it or leave it. Harry Styles, the month of January. Please hit the like button. It takes a long time to set this reading up, just multiple decks. Hit the like, share with your friends on multiple platforms if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate all of you. January. Ooh, there's temptation with the apple. Poison, apple, red flags, toxicity, and lessons. Well, that's because they're a karmic. Whoever this is. Meathead. It's the Knight of Swords. And self-elimination, Eight of Flutes. He's walking away. He's made the decision. I'm out of here. And he might be a little cold about it. He might be so cold that she don't even know that he walked out of her life. But he makes up his mind, and this is in the month of January, that he's out of there, packing his bags and getting out of Dodge. I told someone I don't feel like they were going to make it through spring, It's still cold, and so is Harry, apparently, with his deliverance on how I'm getting out of here. All right. We have no need to fear. Oh man, this again. When we are unfamiliar, when we are in unfamiliar circumstances, we can feel confronted and uncertain. Despite this strongness, remember your substance, your power, and your right to be assertive and take up space. You have the power within you. You must confront what you have been hiding from, for you are the immense and more influential than you currently believe. Don't have no fear. I don't think he has fear. Not of walking away. But what could he be hiding? Is that what it said? Yes, to confront what you have been hiding from. So he's walking away to go probably confront that fear of his. So I know you can let me know in the comments. I already know what some of you are going to say, but please keep it sweet, keep it real cute, use code words, and don't say anything out of line because YouTube is going to block you from the comment section, okay? When? December. Well, it's December 29th, so he's probably walking away right now. Unique, curious, passionate, adaptable, and loves to explore. He's walking away before January even gets here. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, crossing the line, childhood issues, inner healing, and shadow work. Yeah, that's why he continually gets into karmic relationships, whether they're friendships or relationships. Crossing the line, pushing boundaries, taking things a little too far, in your face attitude, and inappropriate. Well, I think the in your face attitude is the deliverance of like, hey, I'm getting out of Dodge and, being a little feisty with the way that he says it. The way that he delivers the message isn't going to be sweet. Little Harry, it's going to be a big fuck you. I'm out of here. Leave me alone. Just go. I don't even know if he's just going to give the cold shoulder or if he's like, which is painful too, right? That's hurtful. So he could be given the cold shoulder, or he's just like, I'm out. And that's for January, but I believe it probably happened December. We'll see. Age, sex, location, social media, first impressions, and a new connection. In February. Isn't his birthday? When is his birthday? I know he's Aquarius, but is he February birthday? Meeting the parents, Nine of Roses. Nine of Roses is also a card of being single, but meeting the parents, well, it's an end of the road. It's an end of the road. And the limo, I'm out of here. Shaking on a deal, a new connection. Meeting the parents and the limo is letting me know that he's out of this. But did they have? I'm not sure. We'll see. Choices. Yeah, he had to make a choice. It seems that each choice you have presents a potential problem. This is sounding like you saw me shuffle, right? Like this is sounding like Louise. Presents a potential problem. There is no one clear best choice. Each door is locked. Too small, too impossible, and too open, or even it's not, every door is closed. You can't fit through it. You are seeking the key to unlock the opportunities that are all about you. That's why he's in the limo. It's all about him. He may be going to visit his mom or somebody else's parents. You will work to find it because the delights that lie on the other side are worth the challenge. All right. Keep your ears peeled to where Harry's at and who he's visiting, friend-wise, if there's anything out and about. I know what you're thinking, so just keep your eye and see if he's meeting up with anyone that you already know. All right? Say when. The 2nd. Okay, so February 2nd. Is that his birthday? I don't know. I wish I had Alexa out here. Harmony, balance, love, peace, cooperation, union, trust, faith, soul mission, and divine life purpose. Well, his life purpose is music. So, again, there's a new connection. He's making the choice to get out of Dodge. There's a comfortability when you're meeting the parents, blah, 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 blah. But 9s are about, endings. So the new beginning is right there, and he's headed for it. This is the Chariot energy, could be dealing with the sign of Cancer, doesn't have to be. However, it's the limo, and it's like, I want a successful relationship, but that meeting the parents and first impressions and something maybe transpiring. This could be in February as far as the month, or it may be the date. It could even be the 2nd week, which would be Valentine's Day. Let's hope they're older than, 12, 18, where you're meeting the parents. Anyhow, unsolicited advice. People offering advice you didn't ask for. Well, I'm here, Harry, for you anytime. You just tune in, and I'll give you some unsolicited advice. People butting in, getting involved, and intrusive or unwelcome. Ooh, drama magnet. Oh my goodness. And there's 2 songbirds up there. Well, they're not songbirds, but they're birds, and birds are about messages. Prone to attracting drama and unhealthy relationships. Well, they're karmic because he's not being true to his divine purpose, as this here is stating. But like whoever he's coming to meet, that may be a different story. Mood swings and attention seeker. Well, every musician is an attention seeker. But the drama, and there's the snakes and the crones, it's like somebody's wanting to eat them alive, and there's going to be a lot of buzz and people saying their thoughts and all of that, blah, blah, blah. You know what I forgot to do? I didn't do this portion for Harry. So let me give him a message for January, and then we'll get his message for February. All right. I've already shuffled and cut this deck. So I'm just going to put the messages out here for Harry Styles for the month of January. Independent and be yourself. A familiar feline there. What letter? That's the U. You suck. Be all about you. But independent is alone. Oh, and it's Pisces. Separate ways, opposite direction. Is he going to meet someone from one direction, independent direction, one direction? I know what you're thinking. I know what you think. I know what you think. Anyhow, opposites attract. Let's see. What's his message for? Oh, and is that a D? Maybe it's duck. D-U. Maybe it's something else. It's going off. They can just keep buzzing. February. Let's see. What is Harry's message for the month of February? Violent attack. Well, that's that unsolicited drama and unsolicited advice. They could be attacking him online. or whatever, you know, unsafe situations. I can't even see here getting mad at someone to attack someone, so I'm going to think it's someone else. Um, it is quick. The outcome is swift. As he's moving on with the chariot, it's exactly what the chariot it is. The chariot is swift forward movement. So yeah, it's quick. It's a quick break, and whatever these attacks are, they're coming at him fast and hard too. All right. I won't forget to give these messages now. Let's see. Larry Styles for the month of March 2026. Triangle, third party, cheating, temptation. Is he going to get in between someone else's relationship? Did he move a little bit too fast and find himself intertwined with someone that's already with someone? Or it could just be work getting in the way of love. But it does say temptation and cheating and so forth. So we'll see. The daydreamer. Oh, well, he's getting his flirtation on the page of flutes. He's daydreaming, flirting, woo woo, and thinking about someone else. Two of mirrors, 2-on-1. That's that third party situation, 2-on-1. He may just be having a little tryst this month. It's also a card of like uncertainty and back and forth. So who does he go back and forth with? Someone younger, someone that he's always back and forth with. It's a heavy flirtation. All right. But he could be going back and forth with this person that he's run into and still be hooked up with Miss Thing, because that's all about the screen time and you know, whatever, maybe still having to be together for show. So show. All right. Keeping up. Look, with the clock. The it just every time I see like this, it just like One Direction, just from past readings. Keeping up. Well, you have been striving to get ahead, and yet you always seem to be in the very same place because everybody's a karmic. This could be this could be in almost any aspect of life, your finances, relationships, career, or success. It is tiring, but the only way out of your current situation is to accelerate, get intense, and push for the breakthrough that is just ahead of you. Well, I think he is accelerating. Um, but keeping up, it's hard to keep up when you have more than one, and to keep up the appearances, right? Trying to get ahead, whether it's for his career or her career, whatever it is. People still catch feelings when they're in these forced relations. You know, look at Candace Owens. She went to TP USA, met her husband, and was married in like 2 freaking weeks. Tell me that wasn't a planned event. And she can't stop having children. Lots of babies. I think she's on her fourth, like in a short period of time. Well, we got Saturday. Releasing negativity, cleansing, protection, and setting boundaries. Yeah, he wants to get out of it, whatever it is, because it's just for show. That's all it is. All right, let's see. Public, oh man, not another public meltdown and the dirty little secret. I think it is the public, the for show relationship, and the dirty little secret. Well, we all know you have a dirty little secret. Anyway, emotional breakdown in a public setting, losing control, unfiltered display that catches attention. Well, he could just be out there getting some attention because of this flirtation, but someone may have a, you know, something dirty little secret, shameful or embarrassing info that someone goes to great lengths to cover up, damaging, immoral. So there's going to be probably some talk about the secrets, or the fakeness, whatever. Let's just move along to his message for the month of March. What's Harry's message for the month of March? Harry Styles. Home change, move or relocation. Again, getting out of Dodge, going home, maybe to visit his mom, or just, relocating. Maybe he's on the move. When is he touring next? What are his tour dates, or where is he planning to be? What are his upcoming events? Okay. Goddess, know your worth. Strong female. I feel like he's going to visit his mom. All right. Moving into the month of April. Cash. Cold, hard cash. Finance, abundance, and gift giving. Maybe he'll be working. Maybe he'll be seen out and about making some money, but maybe that's where his focus is, at, unless he's paying for it. He could be paying for it, or for people to keep his secrets. Let's see. 6 of flutes. Well, that's the past coming back around again. That's nostalgia. That's someone that he used to make money with. But let's just see. It's also reconciliation. It's like really endearing. Keep it chill. Oh, this is in moderation. So keep your drinking and substance use to the minimum during this month, because you could be spending a lot of money on like substances, bars, taking people out. This is also healing something from the past. All right. Nonsense. Queen of Hearts. All right. You may surprise yourself with your courage. When someone is aggressive and threatening, you will stand up to them and speak to them in a very firm and strong manner, declaring their abuse of power. Again, Louis had like this card too. When you express your inner courage, you can change the world with the simple refusal to tolerate bad behavior one moment longer. Others will be grateful, and in time, they will be inspired by your example to stand up for themselves. Now, this could be somebody just learning from him, but like he could just be no nonsense kind of guy right now during this time period. Say when? September. Same position, I think. For Louis, maybe Louis and Harry are going to meet up in September, because didn't this fall? Go look in Louis's house. What in the same month, September, and it's diligent, consistent, perfecting attention to detail, and organized. The same. Maybe they're going to meet up in September. Lazy and faking sick. I don't want to go to work. Can't be bothered to do anything. Unmotivated, going at your own pace and feeling sick. Be mindful that you may see Harry, or there may be buzz around him, drinking too much or substance overdoing it in April. All right, feeling sick, pretending to be sick to avoid responsibilities and obligations, desire to escape without consequences. And there's something hanging out of her mouth there. Oh, a party favor. Just saying. But dogs are faithful friends. They're loyal friends. So I suspect that in September, Louis and Harry are going to have a meeting. Okay, just going to say that. And right now, this time period, he's kind of more reminiscent of the past and trying to garner courage to face the past and heal some things from the past, as well as like overstimulating himself with substances. All right, let's see. Let's see. Harry Styles. April 2026 for Harry Styles. What's his message? Value yourself. You are enough. Well, he may not be feeling like much if he's overstimulating and, using substances as a crutch. I Am at Peace came out for both men too. This could be like, I didn't feel like it was Louis's mom, so I didn't mention it, but I'm feeling like it could be Liam just saying, hey, hello there, hi there, I am at peace. No, I didn't look at. All right, I want you to write down the uh, the letters in the comments so that we can go back in the future. So we can go back in the future and not have to watch the entire reading just to know what the letters are. This is a V. So we have V, we have U, we have D, VD. That's not good. Is that another V? Oh, wait. All right. V or maybe that's U. I can't tell. From here, it looks like an L, but from when I look at it, it's a V. And this is a V. Okay, so V twice, unless that's a U. I can't tell. I think it's a U, and this is a V. So anyway, and what's up here? The sign of, I think that is Aries, but I'll have to look. All right. And one more for Harry Styles for April. Message for April. Break free from your chains. Okay, I feel like this is just wanting to find freedom, but also being bogged down by substances. Value yourself and break free from those chains that, if you still, at it with substances and addictions and things of that nature. All right, moving right along into May. Parenting, children, inner child healing. Well, yeah, moderation is also healing. It could be therapy. He could be indulging in that as well, into a little bit of therapy and guidance. So seeking guidance for whatever issue. Maybe taking a trip to an amusement park. Spending lots of cash over here. Let's just see what we have. The caregiver, Queen of Flutes. Yeah, his mother. He could be seeking help from his mom and just confiding in her and, and reassuring Rose. Okay, so the four mirrors. Taking a break probably from substances and bad behaviors and so forth, to go visit his mother with the parenting card here. Maybe he'll take her on a little, maybe they'll go to a carnival, a fair, a festival, something of the kind. Find the lesson. Yeah, you have to find the lesson. All right. There is disorganization and chaos. People are quarreling and not getting along. The volatile atmosphere can make you feel like there is no sense to any of this at all. Yet everything can contain a lesson. Finding it is the struggle you face. Trust there is a reason for this, and in time, you will come to know the purpose of this bizarre, topsy-turvy, and very trying time. I feel like he's going home to sort things out with his mom because he appreciates her advice, or a strong feminine in his life that like an older, mature woman. Say when. Divine timing. This is meant for you. It will happen when it is meant to, trust in the process. Look, divorce, disillusion of marriage, something with justice being served here. But it's a separation of like the heart. Pick of the litter. Now here he's going back. Are we resolving and just saying no more? You can't come back here no more. Considering third parties and stuff like that. Maybe this is when it's finalized that he can get rid of this thing completely, where it could come out in the public that, hey, we're done here. We're severing ties. Because I have the pick of the litter, having choices, position of power, has the upper hand, selective, best of the best, greatest of all. Well, that's how he's viewed publicly. Best of the best, right? Let's see. And the pick of the litter. All right, let's see. What else? Time is needed. No letter. Again, another clock. So timing is an issue here. Timing is an issue there. Let's see. Favorable and good result. Water related. Well, we've got water up here with the Pisces. And then we have Cancer energy here. So favorable and good result, but time is needed. So he just needs to take the time to heal something in his life, or maybe lay off the substances, or get a grip of reality that, you're going to, like this situation here, this karmic situation, it's going to resolve, and the outcome is going to be good. What is the letter? No, it's a number 4. All right, Harry Styles for his final month, June 2026. Look, nostalgia again. We have nostalgia with the 6 of flutes. So we have nostalgia here, memories, an ex, and stuck in the past. I feel like he's really trying to heal something from the past within the entirety of this read. And what do we have? Date card and leap of faith. All right. There's communication. We have a leap of faith with the 8 of Roses. And we have, this is about, in like a real tarot deck, it would represent like quick, fast communication is coming in, like at the speed of light. And then here we have an envelope. It is remembering a relationship from the past. and it's a union. He's going to be communicating with somebody new in June about, getting together, being in union, being in a relationship, whatever. But he's thinking about relationships, and he's thinking about the ones from the past, and either reaching out, flying to them, and communicating with them online. So pay attention to his online endeavors, or whoever's reaching out to him online as well. What do we have? All in the golden afternoon. Ooh, a little afternoon delight. Let's see. A spark of inspiration has alighted upon you. Could we just use regular freaking words? Everybody try to be intelligent, and it's not even easy read because this shit doesn't roll off people's tongues like that in natural flow of speech. A spark of inspiration has alighted upon you. This surge of imagination can take many forms. It could be a creative solution to a problem that you are experiencing. It may mean using visualization to improve at a physical activity. Yeah, some sticks, because that's what the Eight of Roses is as well. Fast motion. Oh, take your time. But it's passion. Okay. Whatever form it takes, you are actually telling the story of your life with every word you speak, and creating the story in action with every move you make. Whatever it is you wish to do, point, draw, sing, write, dance, do this creative, vital, brilliant, life-bringing thing. Who knows what creations you can bring forth? So all about creating. I feel like he's communicating with someone that he's in a relationship with, someone from his past, and someone that he remembers from his past. It could be an ex. It doesn't have to be an ex, but he could be writing about it. But I feel that he's communicating with this person, and that spark of inspiration is going to motivate him in his craft. And some afternoon delight. Say when. In the winter, end of a cycle and a rebirth. So maybe this isn't going to transpire until then, but maybe the meeting won't happen until the winter time, but we'll see. Having a rebirth and going through a healing process with a good result, he should be back in the saddle by winter of next year. So we're talking early December on through. Love bomb. Manipulated love potion number 9. Grand gestures to manipulate. Well, someone may be manipulating. He may be trying to manipulate someone so he can get him in the stack. Rerouted. A different path or route. Another way to get there. That's why he's using forms of manipulation. Longer, but be patient. Yeah, don't be in such a rush. May not be meant for you. Love bombs. All right, let's see, what is Harry's final message? Oh, you know what? These aren't his final messages. I still have to do what Cupid says. I don't have any what Cupid said, so we'll go through what Cupid has to add to each. See? Just when I think I'm done. Time. Value your time. Well, like I said, the timing is a thing for him. Over the next 6 months, 3 cards showing up with clocks. Timing is an issue, but this time in the winter time is probably the time that he will be healed and in communication with these folks. I feel like he's getting in touch, but they may not actually be able to get physical until in the winter. Creeping around, sly fox. Well, that sly fox is the reason why, there's manipulation. A slickster. The letter is B. B. No letter there. So B. A slickster, a sly fox, and maybe he's trying to manipulate time so that he could fly and meet someone that he's has a relationship with. Doesn't have to be a love relationship, but this is a love reading. So anyhow, let me get on to what Cupid has for Harry from January through June, since I totally forgot about this debt. And I don't want to short changes on the messages because, let's see how much information we can get for this going separate ways in the opposite direction and being independent. What does Cupid have to say here? For Harry Styles, I want to give up. Well, that's clear. And we'll pull, I'm just going to give one for each unless I feel like it needs clarification. For this, it's quick and being attacked here, and with the Chariot, what is Harry's message from Cupid for the month of February? Harry Styles for February. Okay. Who am I? Maybe that's a question. Like, who am I? Maybe he's the one that attacks someone. Like, just get out of here. Carrying on. Losing yourself. For March, let's make magic happen. And what is this? Know your worth. Home relocation. Dirty little secret. Let's make magic. All right. So what do we have as far as letters? We have B. Somebody write these down in the comments, please. B. That's an astrological sign, and I believe it's Aries. V. BV. HPV. U. D. These could mean initials or something. Another V. And E. Oh no, this one is an astrological sign too. I just don't know what it is. V. There's no letters there. And then we have B. Let's see. Harry Styles for the month of April. Let's keep its message. All right. I do. Value myself. You are enough. I do. Someone's committing to something and accepting an offer here. And it could be an offer to heal. It could be an offer to meet up, and an offer to heal the past. And it's the past with somebody that he, worked with. It could be like healing financial things. I don't think Harry has financial issues, but who knows? Anyhow, I do is accepting an offer here. And so I trust you in June. Time is needed. Pick of the litter. Divine timing. Find the lesson. And this is, I trust you, his mother, taking a break to go see his mom with the parenting there. I trust you. Well, that's the woman in his life. His Queen of Hearts is his mom, and the Queen of Hearts came out twice, because isn't she over here too? I think she's here. Yeah. the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts, he's accepting an offer from his mother here, and then going for it in May, because that is the woman that he trusts. Okay, Harry Styles for the month of June. Harry Styles for the month of June. Let's make magic happen. Doesn't that look like snow falling? Do you see like how these other cards are just clear and this one has like these little, like a snow pattern? I do believe that he's meeting up with someone in the winter, but also in September with Louis. Has this happened before? Deja vu. With the afternoon delight, the 8 of roses and 2 of roses. That's 10 roses together. That's a full-on relationship that he's in communication with someone. And then we have the 2 of roses. I'm sorry, date card. So this is all about taking a leap of faith, and it's still a union. Accepting that offer, communication coming in, and a lot of communication online. Also, maybe like with this envelope and the bat, that could be flight tickets. Flight tickets. Maybe they're maybe it's concert tickets. Who knows? But it could be flight tickets, invitations, but it's communication. Communication that he's been waiting on for a date. Maybe that's when he'll know when this person from the past, maybe he'll get the letter or the email or whatnot to say, hey, come meet me. I have time off in September. Has this happened before? Creeping around and value your time. The slip fox and manipulation. He could either be manipulating someone for their time or their attention, or vice versa. And that's what I have for Harry Styles. Give me your thoughts in the comments below, but please keep it cute, and speak in code. Well, hello there, hi there, welcome to Just Bird. Today's reading is Extended Love for Niall Horan, January through June. So let's see. We have Creepin', Drama Starter, Reflecting, Hustling, Caught a Case, STD, STI, and Running. All right. Well, someone is starting some drama. I would suspect it's one of the two. You take it or leave it. Remember, whatever said here, it is for entertainment purposes only, and these are my cards and my interpretations. Okay? That's it. Anyhow, I suspect that the girlfriend is accusatory of sneaking around, of Niall sneaking around while he's at work and in a state. He's reflecting on the drama and the drama starter, and maybe he has snuck around. I don't know, but while he's focused on work, he may need a trip to the doctor. It doesn't have to be an STI or anything like that. It could just be, I'm tired, I've been hustling, and here you are creating this drama, accusing me of creeping or sneaking, and maybe he did, and he's running. He could be physically running at the gym, but he could just be running away from the relationship as a whole, needing a timeout. All right, let's start off January. Heartbroken, discontentment, and drifting apart. So Niall feels like he and his girl are drifting apart. Let's see. We have the producer plant and in the moment. All right. So in the moment, staying in the moment. However, this is the other one. This is something sneaky, nefarious going on. And I suspect that she's heartbroken over this because he's probably producing music himself, but suspecting that there's another one, or unless there is another one, and it is what is why they're drifting apart, and there's discontentment in the relationship during the month of January, and accusations being thrown around, drama being started. Forget who you are. Forget the stories you tell yourself about who you are. Forget what others have said you ought to be. Forget who teach Forget who teachers taught you to be. Instead, reawaken the innocence of the soul and accept the mystery of yourself. Within that open space, you will make a great and unexpected discovery. Well, that's that state of reflection, and just looking at who you are and why are we drifting apart. And, maybe Niall is the accusatory one. I don't know. Maybe while he's gone, maybe he's accusatory. I have no idea. It could go either way. When? A while more. Okay, so I suspect this can go on for a while. Waiting is often arduous. However, you will have to hold on for a while more. You're so pretty. Great job. Fake compliments. Wants to gain something in return, within earshot, wants a specific favor, inauthentic comment. This could be the other person that's in kind of in the middle of their relationship. I don't even know if this person knows that they're a part of their relationship when it's like accusatory behavior and insecurities rearing their ugly head. And here's the storm is brewing, and Niall, I suspect, is trying to compliment his girlfriend, but it's not real. He's just trying to keep the peace. As this storm is brewing here, conflict on the horizon, stirring up drama starter, and upcoming clashes or issues underneath the surface. The kettle is a-boiling. What does Cupid have to say for January? Stop asking too many questions. I know it's love, but stop asking me. Stop asking if I love you. Stop asking me if I'm cheating. Just stop the nonsense. Stop the drama. Stop the storm that is a-brewing. All right, let me see what is Niall's message for the month of January. Niall Horan. Stop asking questions. Well, how else is she supposed to know? But if it's the deliverance, you can ask all the questions you want in a way that isn't accusatory or, let's see. Beautiful brain, multi-skilled. Got your hands in many pockets and maybe some other things. Let's see. Multi-skilled. That could also be trying to, hold on to two things at one time. It's time to go. The path is over. Well, yeah, I'm running away because I don't want to be accused of things that either I'm not doing or I don't want to be accused of the things that I am doing because I don't want to get caught. The running. All right. January doesn't look too great for Niall. February. And he and this girl, at least the energy of the cards, is always back and forth with them. Just marry her already. If not, shit her get off the pot and let her go. So repair. See, healing, So the back and forth energy, once again, we're going through the drama. These are two people that both thrive on it, but they would like to repair, healing, renewal, and rebuilding of the relationship. We have the Two of Mirrors. Here's the back and forth energy where they're just, look, two kangaroos going at it. Fresh meat, Ace of Mirrors. Uh-oh, that's three mirrors combined. That's a broken heart. And they're repairing the heart here. So I'd say the running is a temporary separation. I don't see it being an actual breakup, but it is like just, I need to run away and gather my bearings. However, it's also seeing new things and maybe finally making a decision here. There's grief, there's heartache that needs to be repaired, and they're going to rebuild. Falling. All right. Something has unraveled and you're moving into a different part of your destiny. A fall can be accompanied by disillusionment, a sense something is being broken, a shattering of beliefs and perspectives. Ace of Swords is a new perspective, and the inability to know what will come next. Surrender to the fall, and you will be reborn. Reborn and repairing, and a new mindset overall after some hurt feelings and some bitter words exchanged between the two. Say when? The 23rd. Okay. Positive energy, pursue passion, development, diversification, seeking direction, dreams coming true. So it seems like they're going to get through their rough patch and, back and forth energy. So did I only pull one? Well, there's only one here. Good news travels. Okay, something you've been waiting for arrives on the 23rd. Uplifting, positive info encourages and brings others together. So something is going to draw them both together, and they're going to realize that they don't want to stay apart, and they're going to stop with the bickering, and they'll resolve whatever's going on over here. Oh, of course, I'm sorry. Not if I can help. He's not going to let anything happen so long as he can help the situation and resolve the situation within its relationship. And there's the big old apology. I'm sorry. Whoever started the drama, I'm sure it will go both ways, right? All right. So let's see, what is Niall's message for February? Healing heart. Time to heal. I am healing. Very good. Little lizard. Niall Horan. We've got the letter C, children, innocent. All right. I don't believe this is them having children. I believe this is they are acting like children. We have a K and we have a C, CK, Calvin Klein, Kitty Cathy, whatever. Let's see. Niall Horan's month of March. Beauty, attraction, confidence. Very good. Feeling good. Great. Gorgeous. Feeling good about the relationship. What do we have? 4 of Roses. We've got the mansion, and we've got the Page of Flute. Well, there's the flirting, the beginning of something new, of building this foundation for marriage, for just a strong foundation for a relationship, and getting their flirt on, thinking about one another in a positive way. But it's like, let's just start all over again, Let's just start over again. It's the beginning of the firm foundation. Find the lesson. Yeah, time to find the lesson. There's disorganization and chaos. People are quarreling and not getting along. The volatile atmosphere can make you feel like there is no sense to any of this at all. Yet everything can contain a lesson. Finding it is the struggle you face. Trust there is a reason for this, and in time, You will come to know the purpose of the bizarre, topsy-turvy, and very trying time. This is, a time where they will have the communication. They are going to rebuild again, appreciating one another, building the confidence back up in the relationship, and, apologies are at hand. And when will we find the lesson? In December. Something will come in December. If there is children on the way, maybe in December. Unique, curious, passionate, adaptable, loves to explore. Maybe there will be an offer for a little vacay or something coming up in the month of December for Niall and his girlfriend. We have isolation and karmic rewards. Oh, so it's spending some time alone and just kind of like going inward, it brings great rewards for him. So, because good things are coming. Remote and alone, deserted, feeling rejected, and intense sadness. Now, during that's probably because the break comes into the month of March from the month of February or whatnot, still resolving those hurt feelings, but gaining and regaining, finding the lesson, regaining strength and confidence in the relationship. And good things are coming your way. For past kindness, blessings, and positive experiences are here. But it takes a moment alone. That's why he wants to run. That's why he wants to take a time out. So very good for Niall. What does Cupid say? The feeling is mutual and be patient. Yes, be patient with one another and because they both love one another. Very good. What is Niall's message for March? What's Niall's message for March? Married, going to the next level. Maybe the offer for marriage is there with that page of flutes and the four of, which is the page of cups, along with the four of wands energy. Maybe it is that they would like to get married and have children. Let's see. Niall Horan, one more. March. Warning, there's dishonesty. There's dishonesty. Maybe they would like to build and but when you're coming off of this type of thing, maybe it's like, yes, I do want to get married, but there could be something still amiss where the person, whoever started the drama with the accusations, it's still going to come back around again unless they heal. There's just it is what it is, and the snake can always represent another woman or whatever, another. All right. Well, moving into moving into April, we have date night. We're being casual, we're out socializing, and we're spending quality time together. Someone is obsessed oh my goodness. Someone's in their head and feeling rejected. Once again, the back and forth energy, feeling it, that it's 18. There's secrets. There's secrets surrounding this. All right, so I suspect that somebody has somebody else on the side. I don't know which one. I don't really care. Y'all can let me know in the comments below. Be polite with one another and keep it cute. Watch the language and use code and all of that. All right. Painting the red roses. Well, trying to. Every single one of us on this planet has made a mistake. As I say that, someone broke the other's heart and they can't quite get over it. I suspect somebody crossed a line. All right. Yes, people often complain and want perfection. They threaten and they punish. Despite this, do not try to cover up anything within yourself that you feel is not right for fear of being punished for not presenting or behaving to expectation. So as we move into April, there's discord once again. All right, when? On a Tuesday afternoon, adventurous, courageous, productive, and starting new projects. I suspect that, like, as they're painting over here and the look on her face, I just suspect that somebody's still hung up on a past person that the other person stepped out with. We also have the letter P. Write down the letters in the comments so that we can come back and see what, when we come back to this over the months, as months go on, so we can see if any of these initials are worthy of anything. We have P, we have C, and we have K so far. PCK. Put it in the comments with Niall's name, because I think I'm going to do this everything. This will be one very long video for you all to enjoy. Murder for hire. Hiring someone else to do the dirty work, blood money, organized crime, spousal revenge, and scandal. So I'm going to say that there's some revenge plotting going on here because somebody's so obsessed in their mind, but it's really just a mental mind trap that, they can't stop. They can't stop and they haven't quite forgiven the other person. And I suspect that this warning over here is the warning that the person that was slighted or that started the drama or whatever hasn't quite forgiven completely. And they're not being honest about it, which is kind of normal. Ignored red flags. Okay, yeah, because you had the warning over here, but ignoring the red flags that, that the other person has it out for you. And that sucks when you, with someone that secretly has it out for you. Makes up excuses, blinded by love, and wears rose-colored glasses. Still a lot of passion between those two. What does Cupid say? Rise and rise again. There are no what ifs. They're going to keep going back and forth with one another. I don't think they know how to let it go or how to have a truly healthy relationship with one another. There are no what ifs. The woulda, coulda, shouldas. What if only I let this go? Well, what would happen if you let it go? Let it go and trust your partner, whoever that's for. Let me get his message. Give me the message for Niall for April. What's Niall Horan's message for the month of April? Stability, firm ground. That's what you need, that firm foundation. But it's also some horns here, so somebody's ornery and bullheaded. And work it out. Work it out so you can have stability. Okay, so work together on this problem to stabilize the relationship. And, like, sometimes if you really hurt someone through a cheat or something, you have to give that person enough time to heal, right? If not, get out of the relationship, because this is a mess. This is like, I love you this month, and then next month we're bickering, we're arguing. I'm accusing you of, things from the past, unless this is like things of the now. A lot of times people just keep bringing up a lot of things from the past. And I feel that the drama is surrounding someone creeping around, sneaking around while they're at work. Okay? And it's an unsettling feeling. All right. Now moving into May. Do I have any? There's the letter T. Put it in the comments. T, K, C, P. Can we get a vowel? Okay. Player. Manipulation, disloyal, and games. So someone's playing games. Manipulative. But we see that here. Oh yeah, and lies for the wrong reasons. Seven of Mirrors. Lies and betrayal. But again, are they just living in someone's head? Oh no, they look, betrayal and competition. Five of Roses with the Seven of Mirrors. That's not good. Someone someone's lying about like getting it on with somebody else, with the Five of Roses being a passion card as well. It could very much be sexy time. All right, but this is just a bad feeling, a bad feeling that your person is playing around on you, always in competition with the other, with another person. No need to fear. When we are in unfamiliar circumstances, we can feel confronted and uncertain. Despite the strangeness, remember your substance, your power, and your right to be assertive and to take up space. You have the power within you. You must confront what you have been hiding from. Yeah, I suspect it's the truth. um, for you are more immense and more influential than you currently believe. So funny that's come up for all the boys, except I haven't done Zane's reading yet. All right. Say when? March. Observant, emotional, compassionate, imaginative, dreamer. I suspect that a lot of what is going on here is just in someone's mind. I think it's something that happened before, prior to now, and it's still living in someone's mind. It may have happened this year. It is December 29th, and so there may have been something, or it could have been longer than that, but someone's holding on. They're not quite letting go, and it's really interrupting this relationship, but it's a toxic relationship. A cosmic nudge. Push from the universe guiding you toward your destiny. And financial windfall. Money is flowing to you effortlessly. Lottery win or huge money luck. Someone owes you. Well, someone owes him an apology, I think, but he's getting a nudge, maybe to go to work and, to resolve some things and to keep yourself stabilized throughout this mess. Just focus on work because you're going to be making some money. But there she is staring out the window. There's leaves there within the tree branches, and it's time for a change. But I suspect that she doesn't know how to change the situation. I've lost faith. I'm going to go now. Oh man. Well, there they go again. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So I think he's going to go and focus on his, work right now, and that would be good for him in May. But losing faith in the relationship, but we lost faith over here and we're rebuilding over here. So let's see what is Niall's message for the month of May. Wow. Sick, runner, runner, runner. All right. Adventure, enjoy your life. So he is going to be going somewhere and independent, be yourself. Stand up for yourself, be yourself, but it looks like he'll be traveling alone in May without the girlfriend, is what I'm saying. We have the letter U. So Tuck, tuck, puck, cuck. Oh Lord, I hope he's not a cuck. All right. But if it isn't her and it's him, like if this whole situation is flip flop, he may be a cuck. Anyhow, well, as we move into June, we're back together, feeling comfortable around family, roots, family dynamics, and tradition. Is this when we going to walk down the aisle? For the right reasons. And camera guy. Okay, so we have the 7 of rings with the 8 of rings. Again, being focused on work. However, it's like, where do I want to invest my time? There's hesitancy, but like I've invested so much time here, and there's this curiosity of like, should I stay? Should I go? I believe he stays and goes round and round and round again. 8 of rings, repetitive patterns, cycles, and that's what they're doing. They're going like this. Something needs to give, though, in order for it to actually be healthy. Impossible things. Impossible things. What if you were to practice believing in the impossible? What could you achieve? Financial breakthroughs, relationship bliss, physical healing? This card urges you to devote yourself to something that seems out of reach. Dedication steadily brings in the impossible closer. Impossible things. Poor Niall. This has got my head spinning. 1 month we're over here and we're feeling good, and then the next month we're shitting on each other, and then the next month we're back together. Yeah, oh, but it seems like it's more chaotic and drama filled than the love doesn't last, too long before the bickering, the arguing, the running, the runner, the chaser type of energy, the back and forth. Time period 29. So maybe something coming in June 29th. Time for change. Fulfilling, joyful, listen to your heart, confident, trust in yourself, and those impossible things that you can turn this around if you so choose. Okay. We've got clingy and double standards. Wow. Okay, so codependent, well, we see that. Codependent latches on too soon, doesn't give others any space, wanting others to fix their issues. Someone needs some counseling. We've got the scales here, so maybe it's time to balance this out or just get stinking married. Unfair expectations in relationships and unfair or hypocritical treatment. I guess what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander. Anyhow, they need to work it out. Make me believe. Uh-oh, I'm not coming back. Someone's going to go visit their family. If it's the girl, she probably won't come back. Make me believe. If you want me to come back, you need to make me believe in you again. Again, with the double standards and being too clingy, you want me to go, I'll go, but it's that manipulation. Okay, fine, I'll pack my shit, I'll go home to my parents, you'll never see me again. What is Niall's message for the month of June? My goodness. Niall Horan for the month of June. I guess that Horan is, possibly Horan around. Deep hurt, heartbroken. Oh. Deep hurt. Someone's very hurt. The letter E. We have E, we have U. So, let's see. P-E-C-K, peck. We have pet. We have maybe, I don't know, shit. We don't have an H. But we have an E, we have a U, we have a T, we have a C, we have a K, and a P. A P-U? And an N. Commitment mated for life. See what I'm saying? These two are like twin flamey, twin blamey, codependent, truly hurt, but look at, oh, They ain't going nowhere. They're not. Someone's going to go away. They're going to place a threat. They're going to, play this game that these two got going on. But heartbroken, but they're not going anywhere. They're still committed to one another. All right. Wow. Weird. Get it together. Get it. I was hoping that they would get married, and because it's been coming out this past year, well, this year, and but I don't want anyone to be in this kind of stuff. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, but keep it cute. And if you're not subscribed and you haven't hit the like, please hit the like, hit the mother like button. All right. I think I said that enough, and I'm going to gather my bearings and come back with Zayn Malik's reading. It better be better than this bullshit. Well, hello there, hi there, welcome to Just Bird. Today's video is for Zayn Malik. This is his extended love for January, February, March, April, May, and June of 2026. So let's just get right into it. But before that, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out the membership. All right. Ooh, is he paying for it? Giving money. 100. Ooh. Karmic friends. Ooh, maybe he gave. Can't fully trust them. Tension. Secret competition. Maybe somebody asked for a loan. Romantic love affair. An S-fix and a secret lover. Secret lover. Drama starter. Spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. Well, that's not good. That's probably the karmic friend. Hopefully it's not the lover. Wants you back. That could be the friend, or that could be the lover. Who knows? Since Zayn doesn't have a lover in his life, at least publicly, that we are aware of, his reading is a little bit different. So we're just going to peek and see what's coming toward him and what the energies are for love. Idealism, denial, and ignoring problems, the rose-colored glasses. Okay, so he's ignoring red flags, and everything's hunky-dory with him, right? But maybe in denial of having feelings for someone, or maybe that they have feelings for him. I'm not sure. Oh, we have the producer and a first date. Well, this is another, this is like problematic, nefarious. It could be another person, like a third party situation. And we do have the Ace of Rings. It's a first date, but they may be involved with someone else, unless Zayn is dating someone. It is still December 29th, so we'll see. But he has an opportunity in love. He may also have an opportunity to produce something, maybe love music. However, the producer is like someone they like to spread gossip, talk a lot, and they could be, it's like problematic, toxic, unhealthy, a karmic. Forget who you are. Forget the stories you tell yourself about who you are. Forget what others have said you ought to be. Forget who teachers taught you to be. Instead, reawaken the innocence of the soul and accept the mystery of yourself. Within that open space, you will make a great and unexpected discovery. Well, you may discover, while you're in that great open space, that this little friend of yours, well, they may be attached to somebody else. I'm not sure. Say when. Saturday. Releasing negativity, cleansing, protection, and setting boundaries. Well, at least, if he goes out on a date or has the opportunity, maybe he'll get out of the denial. Let's see. Gold digger. Okay, there we go. Oh, giving money. Giving money. Karmic friends. A bloodsucker, exploiter, vampire, money grubber, and self-serving. Milking it dry. Takes or uses up everything from you or the situation. So, yeah. So this is problematic, and hopefully he's not in denial of it. It seems like he'll get out of it before the end of the month anyway. And hard nose. They could be a Taurus energy. I've lost faith. So yeah, he's going to get out of it, and get out of the denial and ignoring the problems. Maybe the issue isn't that the person is attached to somebody else. Maybe it's just that they are money hungry, using him for a come up. It starts from you. So he has to face it. And funny how it's the Ace of Rings. This could be somebody that he works with. It could be a higher up even, or somebody on his team that is using him for money. Then again, it could just be a friend or any romantic partner. The opportunity is there, but it seems like they are an opportunist. All right. That's for January. So let me I've already shuffled and cut this deck, just FYI. Let's see. I set this up hours ago and I had to run back out. So I set it up and was just hoping and praying that the cat didn't destroy everything. Transforming changes. So going through some changes, and that's also, like death. So transitioning out of it and putting things to rest. He's not going to stay too long with this person. As soon as he finds out that, like, he gets that inkling, that they're just there for the money, the come up, the clout, whatever it may be. Go all in. Yes. It's time to make the change. It's 5-5. Look, 50, and the first card is number 5. So definitely going through transformation there and changes. Just putting it to rest. And it could be somebody that he's been friends with for a while, but they secretly, I think that they are the hater. They may be the hater. Let's see. You're the way here. Moving along into February. Well, we've got a number 1, age, sex, location, social media, first impressions, and a new connection. So out with the old, getting rid of the clout chasing, money hungry person, and in with the new. So what's coming toward him in February? The 8 of flutes. Oh, okay. So he's going on vacation. This may be maybe a Leo energy, but he's going on vacation and exploring, just letting go, releasing, and going to have a good time. So he's packed up and ready to rock and roll, and that's what brings him happiness, and that's where he may meet this new connection in February. I know the Queen came out for January, the Queen of Hearts, and is 3 months ahead, but that may be this person here. The one that he works with that is there for clout and money. Let's see. Clock time. That could mean that he's on the clock or timing is an issue. Let's see. We have watches and clocks, which tick and tick to mark the passing of every second. There are times when you need to move quickly, when you have appointments, deadlines, and important responsibilities that need to be completed. Work carefully, clearly, with focus and intent, and you will work for better than if you rush and panic. Well, he's in like a relaxation type of mode, and his energy is really high. He has paradise and self-elimination. So he's just like, I'm out of here. I'm packing my things. So maybe he has somebody isn't February when he's going to be in Vegas. He might meet someone there, and it's just like, yeah, let's get down. It's a new connection, and here we go. But I'm on the clock. It's a vacation for somebody else, but whatever. We'll keep in touch, but the timing could be off. So let's see. But he's really energized and just in a good headspace there. The time period is 5. So maybe February 5th. Major change incoming. Spiritual growth. Okay. Guidance, encouragement, and self-confidence, care, and affection. And then it's another 5. So he is going through a change early on. And just getting rid of this spiritual hater out of his life. I'm glad to see him move like swiftly out of like this energy and getting right into this. Like, yes, it's time to move on. Yes, it's time to put an end to it. Yes, it's time for change and move into this. And he's in work mode. So I don't see love so much, but there is a connection. Cleaning house, taking out the trash, and wish fulfillment, dreams coming true. Good for Zayn, eliminating undesirables. He's a star. He knows he's a star, and he ain't putting up with no piece of trash. Get out, get out, get out. I know it's love, but I'm at work, right? The end is near. Okay, so it is a short-lived experience here. However, it's still it's a new, maybe they leave a good impression. We'll see as we go along. Wish fulfillment. He's focused on his dream, and he doesn't really have the time and in February. So let's see. I know it's love, but I'm taking out the trash. The end is near. I know it's love, but I know that this isn't going to last forever. I've got other things to do. My dreams are coming true, and I'm focused on work right now. So good for Zayn. At least he knows what he wants. Let's see. What's Zayn Malik's message for February? Stallion energy. He's really feeling himself. He's really feeling himself. He's feeling like playing the field. Let's see. I feel like this is the message from Liam telling him like, I'm free, because that came up in a different card. But go get him, Stallion. Someone is a player. Playing the field. Playing the field. All right. Well, we have temptation. Don't settle for less. Do I have any? We have an S. Put the initials in the comments so we can come back to them in the future. And the timing is off. And favorable, good result. I'm not taking them, but they were flipped over. However, the timing is still off. That's it. And he's really tempted by it. And the initial is S. Oh, I don't need to keep going. I just wanted to shuffle them. All right. Moving into March, what do we have? Look, Queen is showing up again. Self-worth, self-care, and feminine power. So somebody who knows what they want. Page of Mirrors. Uh-oh, gossip. Gossip. Little stalker energy there. Little devil. Little spitfire. And the King of Mirrors. All right, so it could be the intellectual. So maybe maybe there's someone coming in that he's afraid will talk, or maybe they have good communication and they're a little spitfire and very sexy and there's temptation and communication. But he may be a little bit afraid of what people may think or say or talk about, or this person could be the one that's gossipy and they are a bit immature, younger than him. And he's showing up as King of Mirrors, the intellectual, the smart one, the older one. So we'll see. But we have the Queen here, and that is self-worth and self-care and feminine power. Becoming braver. Recently, you have felt overwhelmed and uncertain whether you can cope with much more. Being challenged in such radical ways has pushed you right to the very edge. Yet you have come to know yourself far more deeply than if you had not had these great and sometimes rather terrible adventures. You are strong, brave, and resilient. And you will be able to set an amazing example when life returns to something closer to what most people call normal. I feel it's just the becoming braver, having the self-assurance to be smarter than your circumstance and not allowing gossip and immaturity to guide him. But still, when? In the winter. End of a cycle and a rebirth. Okay, so in the beginning of the year, I'm wondering if this cycle is ending here or if this whole change and transformation is going to continue throughout 2026, but something coming in during the wintertime for him. It's the change, a complete change. So unseen burdens and unwanted attention. That's all of the talking going on, right? And all eyes on Zayn. Unwanted attention, being put on the spotlight in an uncomfortable way, harassment, scrutiny, invasion of personal space. Well, that's that little stalker energy with the Page of Mirrors. Unseen burdens, carrying emotional weights that go unnoticed by others, pressures, feeling the weight of the world. That will change by wintertime, and the mood will lighten. Drama starter, that page of mirrors. Let's make magic happen. Ooh, that's the one. So there may be something here. Let's just see what this is. So let's make magic happen. But remember, somebody hates the magic you have. And that's the one. I wonder who that one is. He's feeling some kind of way in February. By March, let's see. Who's he going to make magic happen with? Held down responsibilities. Work is more important. Another 5. 5, 5, 5. Oh, that's an S. 5, 5, 5. Let's see. For Zayn Malik. Weight issues. I hope that he's not feeling any of what he used to go through with food and feeling like he needs to scale it back and stop eating or anything like that. Let's celebrate happy times. This could be a meetup with somebody that he, maybe it's March, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a St. Patrick's Day party. I don't know. Maybe I don't know award shows or anything, but celebrating. It could be somebody's birthday. It could be somebody that he's held down in the past or is still holding down. Responsibility. It could be a family member that he's going to be celebrating with. Still no initial here. All right. Let's move into April. Unrequited. one-sided, unwanted attention, and rejection. So he's either rejecting someone or feeling a bit rejected himself. It's just the feeling's not mutual. 9 of flutes. I'd rather be single. I have all of the love that I need right here. I live in my fantasy suite. Maybe there's an offer. There's pasties here. Maybe he's trying to give his hotel key to a stripper. Oh, or a fan, because we have the fans. Closing out a cycle. I'd rather, this is it, and travel here. So it's being very comfortable in your own skin and, knowing how much love he has to offer, but going after that 10th cup, wanting it all, and whatever's been coming toward him is just like, you know what, I'd rather stay on the road. I'd rather go do something else. I'd rather be single because I'm not feeling this, taking it any further. We may hook up, but that's about as far as it's going to go. Because I've got flights to catch and places to be. And once again, the timing is off. Use your time well. There are people who will waste your time, not only by asking questions that have no answers, but by deliberately asking those questions intending to take up your time. It is up to you to decide which questions are worth answering and which serve no purpose. Know the difference. So whatever it is, he's not. It could be any fixed sign. Let's see. Time period, January. Fearless, resilient, rebellious, mischievous, fun, and a troublemaker. Let's see. Checkmate. Upper hand, impossible for your opponent to win. So no matter what, they can't get over on him. He's just like, no, stranger danger, online competition, someone you don't know personally, and someone is watching you. I suspect a lot of people are watching Zayn, but someone's watching him intently online and probably trying to gain the upper hand, but they can't. He also may be doing online gaming. It just because, like, a way to fill time and space, and while I'm content being on my own, and while he's traveling, if he's in hotel rooms and stuff, he may be utilizing social media, but he also may be game playing, like literal like video games. Maybe another time in another life. Maybe lie to me. Tell me how good I am. If it's an online communication, lie to me, tell me all the good stuff and leave the bad out. But whatever. He may also feel like telling a fib himself just because he doesn't like this unwanted attention and not wanting to disappoint or reject someone in a harsh way. It's a let me down easy type of energy there. So what is Zayn's message for April? Zayn Malik, what is Zayn's message for April? Stability, firm ground, and favorable good result. Water related, could be a water sign, but we also have horns there, so earth energy. Anyhow, it's a good result for him. Maybe he's going to win some money online if he's an online gambler, or, if those games pay out in any type of way. Competitive spirit there. We have the letter T. So put T. We have ST. Let's hope there's not a D. Miles apart. Distance, missing someone, and longing. Well, that could be for his child or a lover. Let's see. Oh, no, there's competition. Okay, and toxic behaviors. There could be some incredible sex that he is missing, or maybe because he's longing for someone, he's getting it on with someone else just out of pure carnal desire. There's also, you know, karmics coming at him, and they want, like, fighting for his attention or wanting him to fight for them, and they're kind of narcissistic and just thinking about themselves. And meanwhile, he's like, just, he misses someone else, unless he misses someone that he was a part of a toxic relationship with. But this is what's coming toward him. Who in the world are you? This is your invitation to live beyond society's roles and assumptions. Allow your true self to emerge and arise from beneath the stultifying feedback of the world, so you can truly live as yourself. This is a wonderful opportunity to live from your heart, from the heart of yourself once more, to question all you think you are, and to find out who you are right now. Well, right now he's a feisty little freak that's getting it on, but he also could, he also could be under the influence, or whatever, have a sex addiction here, or he could be really filled with rage and have a little brawl with someone. I don't really see that, but it's there. It could be, but I think this is more about his carnal desire, and like kind of like acting out in that way because he's longing for someone from the past that he's either just physically distant from, or it's something that he's harboring in his heart space. When the 17th, so something for the 17th of May may pop off. Self-discipline, compassion, spiritual awareness, frequent traveler, soft yet strong. Very strong here. Very strong. It's that stallion energy just popping right down here. All right. So, Palo Santo, cleanse your energy, clear the way. And divine masculine, the yang to their yin. He's yearning and longing for that person, but they're miles apart, or at least, according to the cards. Let's see. I'm not coming back. Oh, and to the moon and back. I love you, but we're miles apart. We're whatever. It could have just been an unhealthy situation at some point. I feel like this is for his child. Like, I miss you to the moon and back. And this person that he longs for, they may not desire to get that involved again. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back to this situation or anything. But this could also be like a situation where he's on the road and he's just like where he's really getting it in. But you know what? I'm not coming back. This is just a pit stop. I've got one at every port type of deal. So let's see what is Zayn's message for May. Thoughtful. Oh, there's two. Thoughtful and think carefully. Deep hurt and heartbroken. Aw. 33 and the letter E. So T-E-S. Test. Set. Maybe he's on set. E.T. Maybe he likes weird strangers. Let's see. Zayn Malik. Oh, wrong one. For June. Freeze, shutting down, numb, stuck. Well, if he's using substances over here, it could be it could be a thing, but he could just be feeling stuck in life in general and feeling a little bit numb and tuned out to the world and tuned into that television. sitting this one out come June. So, he longs for someone. Maybe it's the person up here. I'm not sure. To be continued. So he's a change of perspective. I'm waiting, and this is about making sacrifices. But he needs to change because he's feeling stuck. Queen of Roses, the beauty queen, Miss USA, second place. But it's his Queen of Hearts. Well, it's his Queen of Fire. So very attractive, beauty queen, stellar, I don't know. um, it's the cliffhanger. Okay, he's waiting. I think he's waiting on this person over here to change their mind because this is the person that would be his queen and he's waiting on them. Let's see. I want to be a queen. Oh my goodness. I want to be a queen. And the queen is up here, right? Yes. I want to be a queen. Okay. Alice is a free person, so still not tied down. She will not allow herself to be taken into captivity, even if her incarceration was to be comfortable. She wants to be a queen. Oh, he doesn't want to be tied down until he's waiting on this. Okay, and so no one's going to be able to really get him until he gets the one that has his heart. Maybe they do want you back. Just not yet. Um, you too want to go further than freedom. You are seeking power to decide what takes place in your life. Enormous energy comes with stepping into your own potential. Well, yeah, step into your own potential and get unstuck. He's stuck on this right here, on this person. Could be Aries, Leo, or Sag, but I'm taking that as just they're very hot and attractive. When? June 4th. Patience, loyalty, and trust. Traditional values, inner wisdom, order, seriousness, and determination. He wants to get his queen back. Who would it be? It's not Gigi. He respects Gigi. Like the co-parenting seems to be going well, but it's not her. Look, one night stand, temporary, good time, single. Maybe that's when you're numb, you go and you can do this over here, this knocking of the boots. But temporary good time, single, sexual encounter, non-committal, a hookup, and sexual gratification. Social pressure. Outside opinions are affecting your decisions, feeling obligated to others, feeling judged and observed. Sorry, but I'm not judging you. Maybe there's pressure. Maybe he feels out of sorts because he's the only one, at least, well, not that the group, but I'm just saying the group. Everyone in the group is kind of entangled with somebody right now. He may be feeling that throughout the year, not just the group, but other friends. Gigi, has found someone and blah, 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 blah. All right, for some reason, I have 3. Let's go on an adventure. Yeah, that's that one night stand. Let's go on that adventure. Absolutely not. This was meant to be. Which is it? The one night stand. But again, he just wants to have a good time. He just wants to have a good time. And he'll be saying no to a lot of things, but there's something here that he feels, outside opinions or whatever, but feeling judged and observed, maybe for wanting this person to be back a part of his life. So let's see. Let's see. What is Zayn's message? for June. Remember to put the letters in the comments. STE. Steve, Steph, Stephanie, Stella. Forgiveness. You need to forgive. Aw. Maybe for the one night stand or something. Let's see. Work it out. And there's no letters. So the only letters we have for Zayn are S, T, E. Now, I just got this deck and I haven't opened it. Like, it literally just came in the mail. But let's just see. Let's just see. It's called the Theater of Life Oracle. Oh. Mm. All right. All right, well, it looks good. So, how many cards are in here? 60? 66. So let's just see. We'll pull 3 cards for Zayn. Why not? This is the reading. We'll see what this deck has to offer. I mean, I haven't read with it. I haven't, nothing. That doesn't really matter. But a shuffle would be nice. Give me 3 cards for Zayn Malik. Well, I'll cut it. Let me just cut it. I probably shouldn't even be trying this out, but whatever. Who cares? It's the freaking cards. Same. Okay, well, this one wants to jump, so I'm just going to take it. Spotlight. Ooh, look it. Maybe this is how he is just feeling himself, like, and really focused on work and music right now. At least the beginning half. He has a very large audience there, but really keeping the focus on his craft. But he's still horny. I thought maybe that was a birthday hat or something, but it looks like a horn. Can you see that? All right, let's see. Give me 2 more. Loyalty. That's what he longed for. Work it out, forgiveness, longing for someone, feeling a little numb without them, and having one night stand, still taking care of his carnal needs, still getting it in, still feeling, and here feeling alive. But here, this is problematic, you know, money hungry, someone just trying to dig in his pockets, but wants you back. Zayn, I think Zayn is the one that he wants his queen. So let's see. One more for Zayn Malik. But look, they got the puppy, the house, holding hands, feeling relaxed, smiling, and moving ahead. Okay, well, he's focused on his work, of course. He desires loyalty, and he's loyal. He's loyal to his gig, but he's also like, you know what? Maybe it's time to move on and move ahead. And I guess like moving ahead for him is like moving ahead in his career and being loyal to that, and also like wanting and desiring loyalty from others. But he has a wound and a papow for someone else. Who is it that he wants to celebrate with? Who is it that he desires deep down? He desires like a true, authentic person, one that brings comfortability, likes to take walks, likes to be, held, cuddled, a best friend, someone who appreciates the spotlight and him being in the spotlight, someone who knows how to maneuver that. But he's moving in the right direction because he's headed toward the sun. And he's protecting himself. He's like got blinders on, sort of like I'm headed in this direction, and I can't see anything else. Is this a broken heart down here? Yes, it most certainly is. Look at that. Do you see that heart there? It's like, all right, I've been longing maybe longing and yearning for someone or something to come back into his life. But you know what? I'm not going to stay stuck in that energy for much longer. I have so much work to do. I desire loyalty. I have loyal family. I have loyal friends. I miss my child. I have love in my heart. I'm feeling good about myself. And I like and desire the attention from making music and being on stage. So I don't think, even though this whole thing is like, I'm feeling a little bit let down, I'm shut down, I'm feeling stuck, it's only for that month, and it's just a feeling. And feelings are not fact. Feelings, they come and they go. But one feeling for Zayn has really got him, it kind of latched on. And maybe this is a work it out. It could be, forgiveness is needed. And maybe he forgives himself for staying stuck for so long. I mean, he's not stuck as far as like getting it in, but he is stuck as far as like getting into something, into a romantic relationship, one that he would desire to go public with. And that's why little Miss Thing up here, the little talk about, the little gossiper, I don't think he likes that. I'm smarter than this. I know my worth. I have value, and I don't want to be, dealing with someone that doesn't understand me, right? Someone who doesn't understand him or his lifestyle, because this doesn't really match this, like the lifestyle of and the fandom and all of that kind of stuff. Well, it doesn't line up with the loyalty, like being loyal to the craft, absolutely. But when you're dealing with immaturity, that person wouldn't be able to understand the dynamics of his lifestyle. That's why they all date the same people. If you ever notice in the industry, a lot of people, a select handful of girls, and they just cycle through because they are familiar, they know the gig, they already know that there's groupies and dalliances and everything that comes along with the lifestyle. So, they tend to just like go from one entertainer to the next entertainer to the next entertainer. When I was growing up, they would call them groupies or whatever, but hoes, whatever you want to call them. But that's what I have for Zayn for now through June. He hasn't gotten his heart. Oh, he hasn't released it to anyone yet, according to this reading. So we'll find out. But the Queen keeps showing up, because we got the Queen, but then he wants his Queen. His. Maybe they work together. I want to be a queen, and then we have the Queen of Roses and the Beauty Queen, and we have the Queen up here, and I want to be a queen. All right,